About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach. It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dorrance Armstrong. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And this one will be brought back to the 22. His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
They go play action. Daniels. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Off the play fake. Daniels looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Working out of the gun, Daniels to the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Daniels going to throw for it. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Deebo Samuel, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Daniels going to try and throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. So he took that one at the 6, returned it all the way to the end zone. An electric return it was, 94 yards to the house. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Daniels. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing is Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 8-6 the score after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
That's another Eagles.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's 2 that pushes their lead down to 5. It's 13-8.
Makes the score Eagles 13.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 23-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready? Line.
Here's Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Now Daniels. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To the air goes Daniels. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Start.
Moore, the man in motion. Daniels looking to throw. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, Commanders.
Here we go. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. Down to the longtime Eagle grade, Zach Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Come on.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from 17 yards out. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Washington will line up for the
They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal.
Commanders 16, Eagles 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Hurts sets up to throw it. The short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time. And well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Commanders 32-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Come on. Hey! Check the Eagles!
To throw is Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 40.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Play action. Here's Hurts. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, they've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
180.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw again. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have taken a fourth quarter lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On
3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
You're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third, and then the tables turn.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Saquon Barkley. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Back to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
19 yards. That's good.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A first down carry for Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, good return up past the 30. Isaiah Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it all right away. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning, and I'm telling you.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught.
And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs. But there are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
The Vikings, 1st down. 1st and goal, Minnesota.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Taken down at his own.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, it's Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
For the Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he
he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And look at this, another fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only did they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you had looked, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
A loss of 3 yards. It's 2nd down.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy.
He'll try it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Looked like you might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Great.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can... Oh, poor throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge fourth down conversion. In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. That's to the left side where he's got Naylor. They'll give him 4 yards there. And third and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. McCarthy operating from the gun. He'll try to do this himself. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. Here's McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing is McCarthy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
First score, Vikings 13, Eagles nothing. Will Reichard.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Zach Bond there on the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Jones. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that
And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
He's taken down at the
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Now McCarthy.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Deron Payne collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
Second down.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. And pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. To the air with McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings! Aaron Jones, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Commanders, nothing.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's going deep for Brown.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
All his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
On play action, McCarthy.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Mekhi Blackman gets in for the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
He may go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Vikings.
So the Vikings bringing the offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here.
The Vikings.
They'll try and throw for it.
Conversion.
It's caught at the 1.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offense has spent a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Will Reichard to kick off for the
So the
Vikings.
defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
He threw the pick 6 the last time out just a moment ago. Now 3 total interceptions for him in this ball game. He's had his struggles. 1st and 10 here.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
He'll start with a give to Robinson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd down and 4.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
To throw is Daniels. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. Results in a terrific play.
It's complete. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
26-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. A check down here to Jones. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
The Vikings 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Vikings.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To the air again, McCarthy. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
3rd down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He lets one go deep for Addison. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Let's go. Let's go.
To the air goes Daniels. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
He lets one go deep for Addison. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go. 19,
The final shot before break. McCarthy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they were trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Going back to the same well, it's Hawkinson again.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be third down.
And it's third down.
Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy. He'll try to pick it up himself. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
First down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Here's McCarthy. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson from 8 yards out. And the Vikings are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Commanders 8.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Washington offense going back to work. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Go! Cougar 19.
Daniels looking to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
32-yard line.
Go! Viking 18.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll find Jones again, complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
This 2nd and 4.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing again, McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now McCarthy. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense.
Touchdown! Justin Jefferson from 3 yards out. And the Vikings have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for two.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did. or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that, you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
At the Eagles' 41-yard line.
Go! Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
6 yards to go.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Daniels from the gun on third down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
43-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 43. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Now a second and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
11 yards. It's third down.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. Third and long. Looking to throw. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they...
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Come on, come on.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Panther 60, Panther.
Play action, now it's Daniels. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Robinson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Second and goal at the Eagles' 9-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. As they come up now, second and goal.
Let's go.
To throw is Daniels. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. First and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Here's Daniels. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Throwing now is Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Daniels going to throw for it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Here we go, shot.
They go play action. Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 39 yards. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
That makes the score. Commanders 10, Eagles nothing. Gay to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that'll be caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Dallas Goedert, 52 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Commanders 10, Eagles 7.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, does that make you miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again? So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Hurts is going to do it himself, and that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover.
And this is caught. And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line. And that will become a turnover on downs. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there. And they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's out
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it.
On the jump.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now Daniels. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Gay's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you're going to want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
No touch that.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. A spectacular return of 96 yards. Great blocking in front of him on special teams as well as he takes it to the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Timing was just a bit off, and that can happen occasionally, even with these fine professionals in the NFL.
But on those out routes, that requires precision, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Everyone has to be in sync from the time the quarterback hits his back foot and delivers the ball to the receiver turning to find it.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hurts Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
To the air goes Daniels. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Robinson up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have retaken a third-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jihad Campbell.
Commanders 19, Eagles 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here's Hurts to throw. He dumps it off to Bartlett. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jalen Carter never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. The 33-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Now inside the 25. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Go! Cougar 19!
Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run again. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Hurts and the Eagles now. Down by 16. 27 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. Oh, an excellent tackle there as they keep him inbounds and hold him to no gain.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
Riker to kick off.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's McCarthy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's go. Trimmer.
He'll look to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
A gain of 6.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Zach Bourne able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. No score after one on EA Sports.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Eagles nothing.
That time a 6-play drive. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense with Jalen Hurts at the controls, ready for their next possession. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Big strides, look at him go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flank. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball stops at 15 yards.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Slant route, and he's got Addison. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but again, zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
2nd and 1 at their 49-yard line.
McCarthy going to throw again. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Open man is Naylor. He's got it. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
It's a gain of 9.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
The 14-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jalen Carter able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. McCarthy. A check down here to Jones. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can click and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Miller, 69 yards. And the Vikings have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
The Vikings.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7.
That makes the score Vikings 15, Eagles 8.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Here's Hurts to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. For an Eagles.
We're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts. And he is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 12 yards.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That one complete to Naylor.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here's McCarthy. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Loss of a yard.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He's brought down at the 40.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
10 more yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low. Everyone's getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's
a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Running right, Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll have a quick 1st down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second.
Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
They go play action. Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And he's got it. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go.
Daniels looking to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. McCarthy is set to throw it. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he will have a Vikings first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
That's another Vikings first down.
To the air again, McCarthy. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of
And there
6.
wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Vikings, 1st down.
To the air with McCarthy. A check down here to Jones. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing is McCarthy. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That's another Vikings 1st down.
McCarthy going to throw again. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll look to throw again. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. And that'll be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense is quicker.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Let's go now.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Addison hauls it in.
McCarthy's pass.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
McCarthy off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it first and 10. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
A gain of 15. First down, Commanders.
Eckler now between the tackles.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us and praise a defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hard throw, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Oh, ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Deputy! Viking 18!
Now Daniels. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up third down.
Here's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Gay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now out comes Minnesota. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Dietrich Wise collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go. Here we
Now
go.
listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense, right? Take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
First down, Washington.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
To throw is Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
2-point conversion.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw McCarthy. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.